This is Majin. Here's some comic reviews for you. I could not get through everything because I'm telling you, after reading that Justice League, it put me in such a foul mood. I need to go shoot something up on video games. But anyways, oh, and by the way, I didn't get New Warriors because my comic store didn't have it. I don't know why they didn't have it, but I ordered it from another source, so I'm going to get it. Anyways, Uncanny X-Men number 17, Avengers World, Captain America, Spider-Man, and Nova. Okay, let's get on with this. Nova, number 13. There is nothing spectacular about this interaction between these two characters at all. This is a very generic, very plain book story. It's honestly not going to win any awards. It's not going to win any followers. If anything, it's just going to satisfy people who have low expectations. If you were to ask me a week ago, I'm sorry, if you were to ask me at the end of Nova number 12 what Nova 13 would have been like, I could have told you exactly what this thing was going to be like. Beta Ray Bill comes down, there's a misunderstanding, they fight a little bit, Nova learns his error, and they shake hands and they go off into space. That's what this thing is. Please. Please. Okay, Superior Spider-Man team-up. I like this, but at the same time, just hearing Spider-Man's Superior Spider-Man's witty dialogue, I don't know. There's just something about it that's just driving me insane. But everything fits. I mean, he's the character and everything, and that's fine. Let's just take that out for a second. The fighting is good. If anything, the Goblin is really pushing Spider-Man's buttons, so I approve that 120%. And this is where we get the final realization that Superior Spider-Man realized I darn jacked myself up and screwed myself. So technically, this takes place right before the Goblin War issue. Overall, it was a decent team up. It was one of the better team ups, I think. It was definitely different in the sense. I mean, it's great seeing Punisher shoot things up and stuff. But beyond that, to me, it generally worked. It could have been better, but overall, I think I had a good time. Good time with it. X-Men. I swear to God, if it wasn't for nothing but boobs in this book, I would probably drop it immediately because this person, see, I can't even put my words correctly. This Chris person, the artist, cannot draw faces to save their life. It's horribly disfigured. Now, most of the time it's okay, but you can tell when they get lazy. Like that face there, that face right there. I'm like, really? Do you need to go back to art school or something? I mean, look at the head. It looks like it's something like squished it together. And, the thing is, under normal circumstances, I might not care that much. But after a while, it just gets so distracting. And it's just, oh my God, it's just, at times, just so freaking painful to look at. Some of these faces, either they look lifeless, other times they just look deformed. And then, every once in a while you do get moments of brilliance, but there's just so much. It's just, I can't take it any longer. And I'm like, just please change the creative team and maybe we'll get something cool. Like, seriously speaking, they should have got somebody who really knew how to draw women and knew how to draw women well for this title. Not somebody who's just maybe trying to use this as a tryout book or something. Captain America number 17. Okay, at first I thought I was going to hate Dr. Mind Bumble. Bubble. I thought I was going to hate him. I thought this was a stupid concept. But, I actually enjoyed it, surprisingly. Basically what's going on is what he does is he has these bubbles, and if you get caught in the bubble. He basically has you hypnotized, and he has you seeing what he wants you to see. And he's up to some no good, and he captured Nick Fury, and he's up to no good. And overall, I enjoyed it. Eventually we're gonna have Captain America catching up to what's going on. And overall, like I said, it I'm really kind of looking forward to this. The art's decent. The reminders, I think I'm enjoying at least this issue a little bit more than I enjoyed when he was in the Dimension Z part of it. And I'm really looking forward to seeing where this is going to go. So that's that. I'm going to keep this one short. Avengers World. Okay. Now I have to displace myself a little bit here because I watch a lot of Hong Kong action movies, and this is supposed to be a martial arts comic, and it really failed in that respect. But it was a decent issue in the sense that you had Shang-Chi versus the Gorgon. And the fight, I mean, it was like one of those things where Shang-Chi's like, I'm going to lose. But he goes into fight anyway, so I could admire that. And then they had some really cool power-up type scenes, that stuff that we never really see him do. I thought that part was good. But then the part that really had me, like, take a double take is as he's fighting, he's like, I am the wind, I am the lake. And then he's like, I am this one person who, this one woman who defended her village from these evil people, and I am her boldness, and I am the cop's resilience, and I'm the cop who got poisoned by the thief. It's resilience. I'm this, and I'm that. I'm like, all I'm thinking is, wait a second, all these people are gonna die. So why are you picking dead people, spirits to funnel through? And that's what kind of just threw me. But other than that, I mean, I enjoyed it. But this is the honest truth here. You're gonna have a lot of people who have issues with this because it's one of those types of stories. It's not really going to develop in plot, and there's a lot of big pages, big images, a lot of wasted space, so to speak. So, and it's this formula of here's a big splash page with this is what's going on. And then even here, while this is a normal comic page, you can still see large panels. So I think what's going to happen is you're going to find some people are going to say this is very light in story. And they are 1,000%. It's very light in story. And I can even argue the point, in all honestly speaking, it's not even strong in action. Like, heck, even a normal issue of Kick-Ass has better action, than what happened here. Because the overall fighting itself isn't that spectacular. I enjoy it, but it's not like it's revolutionary. It's not like, wow, I never thought that would happen. And then you can tell they kind of lost, pages here. Because when the Gorgon starts getting his groove on, it's over like one big panel. It's done. So it has issues, but that being said, I know I'm a sucker for power-ups, and when I see fire coming out of people's hands like that, that's awesome. But that being said, it's not the greatest book. Okay, Uncanny X-Men number 17. What I think this book really, see how it says here, you're in the middle of nowhere. I think this book should really be called Where Have I Read This Before? Basically what happens is this. Cyclops sends magic, and there's no really warning or preparation and stuff. He just takes his team of new X-Men and drops them in the middle of nowhere. And I'm thinking, God, where did I read this? Oh, wait a second, that was Wolverine and the X-Men when Wolverine took his students to the Savage Land. And everybody's like, I don't know, where are we? We're in the Savage Land? Are we another planet? We're in the Danger Room, blah, 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 blah. And then suddenly creatures start coming in, blah, 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 blah. And then somebody gets the bright idea, hey, I brought my cell phone, I'll look where we're at. And everybody's like, why did you bring your cell phone? Cyclops said, don't bring your cell phone. And they're like, well, you love Cyclops, so that means you do everything he says, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, God, why am I reading this? I swear to God, that's what I said to myself. Why am I reading this again? And then, of course, what happens, S.H.I.E.L.D. comes running, and then they go, oh, you have your cell phone, so we can track you. And I just table flipped it right there. I'm like, really? Really. And even the ending, I read the end, and I'm like going, okay, let me get this straight. You've created a new cast of characters, and 17 issues in, you're actually going to abandon one and kick him off the team. That I call that bull, because what's going to happen is something's going to happen to bring the X-Men to bring him back, and then they're going to say, see, you learned your lesson, you're not going to listen to orders. And he's going to go, yeah, I'm going to listen to orders now. That's what's going to happen. I'm like, really? I'm like, if anything, it proves not only is Cyclops a dick, but he's also a stupid asshole because he did something idiotic like that. Granted, the guy needs to be punished and taught a lesson, but kicking him off the team, really? I mean, maybe if characters were so indisposable that it wouldn't matter if someone got kicked off the team or not, I'd believe it. But, no. That ain't happening. He'll be back. And that's what pisses me off the most. Because we know he'll be back. Alright. Let's get you some codes. You know, I swear to God, if the new Warriors suck, I swear, I don't know what I'm going to do. I just have no clue what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw the book or something. I don't know. I don't think I could take it. This week's books, man, oh my God. They are so bad. Painfully bad. I swear to God. I don't know. If I was choosing, you know, if I was at that point where do I want to continue or not, you know, buy comics, this is the week where I swear to God, if I had to make the decision, I'd quit reading comic books. That's how bad this is. All I have to say is thank God I got Naruto. That freaking chapter was phenomenal. You guys, you comic readers, you really don't know what you're missing. You really have no clue. I think if you read some, I mean, heck, even Naruto is your typical shonen fighting. If you read that, you wouldn't put up with this nonsense that we get in X-Men, or Justice League, or Forever Evil, or anything like that. I guarantee it. You would look at comics in a whole new light. Anyways, that's it for today. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Like and share. Facebook, Crunchyroll Anime Reviews, and I'll have more reviews and stuff later. So, until next time.